Hi everybody, I'm Heather Smith. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for coming out to Debbie's beautiful home. Thank you for sharing your sparkling pool with us, Debbie. We're going to have a really great time tonight. We're going to have a fresh fruits and produce fiesta. How's that sound? Great. So I'm going to show you a couple of things and we're going to bring it right back home to Tupperware at the end. First, I want to talk to you about what that means, bringing it back home to Tupperware. Well, HOME is actually an acronym, which stands for a couple of different things, and it can stand for whatever you'd like to make it stand for. But to me, it stands for, the H stands for health. And health is really important to us these days. I'd like to eat healthy, I'd like to have some guilt-free indulgences, and I'd like to know that what I'm doing is actually making me live longer and be more healthy for my children. O stands for organization. How can you organize your home and spend less money at the grocery store and know exactly what you're going to have whenever you get home and what you're going to need whenever you get to the grocery store? And then M stands for money. The money that you can save by using Tupperware, by not throwing away good food that just didn't make it long enough. And the money that you can make in Tupperware. And then finally E, does anybody have any idea what E would stand for? Yep, it sure does. It stands for environment. It can also stand for entertaining, but for environment is my passion, obviously, because I'm really big on sustainability and living a life that is going to be healthy for the earth and healthy for my children to live longer and for their children to enjoy this beautiful Mother Nature that we have. Speaking of Mother Nature, has anyone been enjoying this beautiful weather that we're having? Oh my gosh, I've loved it. Hello, butterfly. I've loved it, and you know, being next to Debbie's sparkly pool, that reminds me of something. Swimsuit season is coming, ladies. Now, I don't know about you, but my kids get really embarrassed when I show up at the pool wearing a Snuggie. Can you imagine what they would say if I showed up at the beach wearing one? Well, what are we going to do about this unfortunate wardrobe conundrum? I'm not going to be bikini ready until I start eating a little bit healthier. I don't know about you ladies, but let me show you how you can be bikini ready and laugh your bikini ready body all the way to the beach. We could be exercising, right? Anyone? Why don't we just eat? That sounds better. So, can anyone tell me the benefits of the incredible, edible, no Jen, not egg, avocado? It's kept inside of our avocado keeper. Anyone know? The avocado is actually not a vegetable. It's not. It's a fruit. And it can ripen right on your countertop. There's no need to put it in the refrigerator. That's the beauty of these containers, this avocado keeper. It will keep it right on your countertop without getting fruit flies, and it's going to keep it really ripening really well. It has good fats, and I did say good fats. There's only 50 calories per serving of avocado. So put avocados on everything. I'm putting it on my eggs. I'll put it on my sandwiches. Some people even put it on ice cream. Haven't really ventured that far yet, but it is a possibility. So, what are we going to do with this avocado? Well, we're going to make some healthy, super great guacamole in less than 5 minutes without any added fat. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our Quick Chef. This Quick Chef is Tupperware's one of their best-selling items. It is one of my favorite items. I sell it a lot. It has made a believer out of a lot of people. But the first thing that we're going to add for our guacamole is going to be the incredible edible onion as well. Now, imagine with me, ladies, a world where the onion wouldn't contaminate your entire fridge with noxious fumes. It can happen. And that's the beauty of this container. This is called our forget-me-not container. And we only need 1/4 of this onion, so we're just going to put 1/4 in and put the rest in our forget-me-not. It will hang in your refrigerator up against the wall underneath your shelf, so that you won't get lost behind all that other food and produce and juice and whatever else, and it won't turn into some science experiment for your 4th grader. So the first thing we did was put in our onion. We only needed 1/4, so we're going to put it in our Quick Chef. And the blade of this Quick Chef actually turns 5 times for every 1 rotation of the handle. It's a great item. Look at that, ladies. Can you imagine? Anyone ever chopped an onion that quickly with a knife and not harmed themselves? It's wonderful. So we put in our onion. The next thing we're going to add is a jalapeno. Now, I typically will take the seeds and the veins out of a jalapeno because that's what's going to make it spicy. But we keep our jalapeno in our jalapeno keeper and our chili keeper. We're going to put that in, just give it a little chop as well. There we go. And the next thing that we're going to add is some cilantro. My cilantro I keep inside of a Fridge Smart container. Fridge Smart is a great item. It will actually eliminate the need for a crisper drawer in your refrigerator. This Fridge Smart, it works on a ventilation system, so it can regulate the humidity in and out of each individual container. You'll notice on the side of the larger containers that it actually has a diagram for you that will show you exactly which vents you would need to have open or closed for each individual fruit or vegetable. The life of your fruits and vegetables will be extended 2 to 3 times inside of a Fridge Smart. I have had grapes last 2 to 3 weeks, blueberries last 3 weeks, strawberries, if you can believe it, will last longer than 3 days when you get it home from the store. So it works on a ventilation system. You either have one open, one closed, or both open. And it is according to which fruit and vegetable that you are having in each individual container. So I only need a little bit of cilantro. Just take a little bit out. And you can omit the cilantro from your guacamole. I like the flavor of it. A lot of people like the flavor of it. Us Texans, we really like the flavor of cilantro. It goes in a lot of our dishes. Put that in. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime in with my Tupperware lime squeezer. This thing is wonderful. Look at that. It squashes that lime completely down. I'm going to add a little bit of my Southwest Chipotle seasoning from Tupperware. Gives it a little bit more flavor, a little bit of kick, a little bit more body. And you can add as much as you want. I'm going to chop up those things right there. Just give it a little spin. And then I'm going to start adding my avocados. Now the avocados, I typically keep the stone, which is the seed or the pit, out of the center of the avocado so that I can put it into my guacamole when it's completely ready to go. The stone will keep your guacamole from turning brown in your refrigerator. Along with the lime juice, it will keep it from having that brown appearance. There's nothing wrong with it turning brown, it just doesn't look as appetizing whenever you put it in your refrigerator. Now you can use 4 small avocados or 2 large avocados when making your guacamole. Here we go. Get some of the skin off here. Just give it a little chop with our Chef Series knives, just so it's small enough to fit down inside. You don't have to cut it a whole lot. Last part of my avocados. And then when we're done with this, we're going to have a little bit more fun. I'm going to talk to you about some benefits of drinking red wine. And we will get to that in just a minute. I know. Who's having my next party? You are, Jen? Okay, great. Because you know, if Debbie dates 2 parties today, she gets that extra $83 in host credit. She will also get, if she has 3 datings, she gets an extra one of our little mini pitchers, slimline pitchers. It's adorable as a teacher gift, as a children's gift. And there we are. We will have fresh guacamole in less than 5 minutes. Doesn't that look delicious? Can't wait to chow down. With a little bit of baked tortilla chips, you'll be laughing your bikini-ready body all the way to the beach. Now, like I said, is anybody thirsty? Well, the best way to hydrate your body is to use water. Water is very, very important. You should drink half your body weight in ounces every day in water. Water will make you feel full, so you'll eat less. It will hydrate your body. It will make your skin look better. But enough about water. Who wants to know about sangria? I want to know about sangria. The first thing I'm going to show you when making this great sangria is we're going to use our complete wine set. First part of this wine set is the foil cutter. Effortlessly opens the foil on this wine. Isn't that fabulous? The next thing is our Tupperware's famous corkscrew. Now, who wants to go to work whenever they're trying to open a bottle of wine? Not me. I work enough during the day. I want to have a good time at night, not have to work at getting into my wine. Can anybody tell me some benefits of drinking red wine? Yeah, sure. Well, red wine actually is made from red grapes, obviously, but red wine contains an antioxidant called resveratrol. And what resveratrol is the antioxidant that will keep you from raising your bad cholesterol. It will lower your good cholesterol. It has also been shown to strengthen bone density in women. Now, moderate drinking for women is 1 glass per day, and moderate drinking for men is 2 glasses per day. But don't worry, we're going to show you how to have a really good time with this. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of wine you buy to make this sangria, cheap or expensive, really doesn't matter. Wine is wine. Add a little bit of wine. I used my wine pourer so that I can aerate that wine. That's going to actually add some oxygen to the wine as it's coming out of the bottle and give it that nice full-bodied flavor. And when I'm done with this wine, I'm going to use the rest of the complete wine set, the stopper, and the vacuum. And what this does is it takes all of the oxygen back out of the bottle, so it will preserve your wine, just like you had your wine in a modular made. So I'm going to pour in a little bit of orange juice and some sparkling water. I don't want to add any extra sugar, so I use calorie-free sparkling water. And I'm going to add a little bit of fresh fruit. And I'm going to squeeze another lime or 2 in there, and we will be well on our way to having a good time in our fresh fruits and produce fiesta with this sangria. Who's ready for the first glass? Well, of course, we'll give Debbie the first glass because she is our hostess with the mostest, and she invited us all here today to have this wonderful time. All right, I put my sangria in this great ice prism pitcher. This is perfect for poolside because it looks like crystal, but it behaves like Tupperware. It is not going to break. It is safe to be around the pool. And I'm pouring into one of my ice prism tumblers. These are great tumblers. And it would probably help if I put the lid on, not backwards. So, let's bring it back home to Tupperware. Here you go, Deb. Here's your first glass. Another little healthy hint, you can add, you can make some ice cubes with chopped pineapple and pineapple juice, so you don't add any extra water if you want to keep this cool by the pool. And I've also heard that our serving center will float on water, so if you wanted to have some fresh fruits to nosh on while you're hanging out by the pool, it'll float right there on top of the water for you. So let's bring this back home to Tupperware. We talked today about health, and what we did was we made a healthy indulgence. That is our guacamole with no added fat, no added cholesterol, and it's going to actually be good for you. It's going to lower your bad cholesterol and raise your good cholesterol. We also talked about the benefits of drinking red wine. Red wine is really good for you in moderation. Yes, in moderation, I said. And it's going to help you live longer and healthier. We know all those Europeans drink wine almost every meal, but they also know how to eat in moderation. We also talked about money. We talked about organization. How you can organize your refrigerator, modularize your refrigerator just like you did your pantry with these Fridge Smart containers, eliminating the need for your crisper drawer. The next thing we talked about, it was the M in home, and that's money. And that's the money that you can save by not throwing away good fresh fruits and produce and extending the life of those fruits and vegetables, knowing what you have in your refrigerator before you head to the grocery store so you're not buying extra. Money is also the money that you can make in Tupperware. I started my Tupperware business 3 years ago, and I never thought that 3 years later I would be doing it, still doing it, and building a whole new career for myself. Nowhere else but Tupperware can I sit around with good girlfriends, drink wine, and eat guacamole unless I'm in a bar. And I don't want to be in a bar. Those days are long gone for me. The other thing is we talked about environment. The E, entertaining and environment. We can entertain and have a sustainable future with Tupperware containers. Tupperware is going to last a lifetime in your home, not in a landfill. That's being responsible. I want my life to be responsible so that my children will have a future in this world and not have to worry about landfills completely overflowing. Now, girls, we talked about the next party. Now, who said they were going to have it? Jen? Jen, the next party we can have a wine and cheese party, or a dessert and wine party, or me, I can do just wine. Thank you, ladies, for having me, and if anybody has any questions, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.